So the answer to the question is it depends on what's what, right? So leaving a doll for your children, you have to remember that dolls are not merely dolls when you've been using them for spiritual purpose. They are the representation of a spirit. So unless that spirit decides to stay with that child, then know that doll should not be left with the children should you pass on. You need to have a conversation with that spirit to find out how they would like to be released, you know, how they would like to go, or whether they would prefer to stay, and if that's something that your child would be in agreement with, because they have to then take care of that spirit. You understand what I'm saying? These guides normally are not, sometimes there is a sharing of spirit guides between a parent and a child. I've seen it before. It's happened before, you know, and so most times it's like just discard the item some in some way, shape, or form. Some things get taken to the woods. Things get taken to the river. Some things would, you know, like to be discarded in other ways. It's between you and that spirit how that should be done, and you should be thinking about this as a manual to leave behind, so that your children know what to do with what. These are my spiritual ladies, y'all got, and men, you guys have got to start thinking about this when you're leaving instruction on how to take care of certain things. I was asked about a stick as well. Now, if it is an ancestral staff, that's one thing, you know, again, same difference. You need to ask how that needs to be discarded, or if that needs to be just kept, because some things like that in your shrine would be fine to keep because it is the same ancestral line. If your child is doing ancestral veneration and things of that nature, then that is a good link to have your shrine still empowered should the ancestors decide, you know, keep it here with us. We still here. You're still active with us. We're still doing the things that we're supposed to do. However, now you guys have to remember, if you have children that don't know anything about this, don't know how to take care of anything or anything like that, you're going to have to talk to them. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to leave instructions behind. Ancestral stuff is one thing. Spirit guide stuff is something completely different. So there are two different scenarios, and each people may very well want very much different things. And this is where spiritual communication is extremely important, so that you know what to do with what, and your stuff is not just sitting around lingering nowhere afterwards, and your spirits are free to go on and do what it is that they need to do. They're not bound or pulled back or able to be messed with in any kind of way, shape, or form, because once you go, they're being released as well. You understand? Their obligations are being released, right? Because you're not holding them against their will. But we don't want anything that tethers them here either. You understand? So it's a lot that goes into this, but you guys have got to think and set forward instructions.